Welcome to the March 8th, 2021 Advanced Report for McGowan Group clients and NetWorthRadio.com listeners. I'm Spencer McGowan, your financial weatherman, President, McGowan Group Asset Management, with your weekly fast-paced tour of the global financial markets. The Big Shift to Value is the title of this week's program at NetWorthRadio.com. The extended program is there. This one is worth listening to because a cataclysmic shift in the markets occurred this week, and I'm going to show it to you right here on a year-to-date graph. If I did the Dow year-to-date, it's a boring graph. It went up, came back, it's flat, okay? Now, with that in mind, S&P slightly down for the year because technology corrected so violently this week, and I'll show you that part too. But the QQQ NASDAQ, which is primarily technology companies, down 4% for the year. So let's look at what's working and what's not. This is what we're after. What is that? That's the S&P energy sector up 39% for the year. We'll cover more about that and how to get big income along with an inflation hedge. Inflation was a big topic this week. Now we look at the other sectors in the S&P. Financials, a very healthy 14% year-to-date return. The banks are bouncing back big. The Texas banks bouncing back even bigger because they're not worried about oil defaults, right? And this is a notable reversal. Real estate went into negative territory. It's something we talked about on the program, that you've got multifamily defaults, office downsizing, things like that. But you're moving into a recovering economy instead of a pandemic economy. And that big shift took technology stocks out like the trash. I mean, Tesla's down 20% for the year, and it's huge, and it's dragging the S&P down. S&P added Tesla recently. The Dow actually added Salesforce at near the peak in technology. Everybody wanted technology, only place to be last year supposedly, but that has ended. Well, consumer staples down 6.5%. That was pandemic preparation. Healthcare fell to a -2. And we look at the way this is organized, we can get more details as we go. This right now, West Texas Intermediate crude. I did the market report for a couple radio stations each day I do it. On Friday morning, boom, West Texas Intermediate crude, big institutional buyer at about 4 a.m. I wasn't up that early, but spiked to 65.50 per barrel, 65.77 at the high this week. And that is not only a post-pandemic high, it is a high with distance in the post-pandemic world. You have a shortage of oil setting up, and that's what this tells you. Oil retracted a little bit, and boom, another big institutional buying round came in. Absolutely amazing. Now, this is oil going from -40 a barrel at the low tick to $65 a barrel. That's the first time in 11 months the oil's gone up $105 a barrel. Wow. And so that reversal has taken place with the restoration of the economy. Air travel, jet fuel demand will be the last piece of that. And the vaccines and testing protocols go a long way towards getting that done. The record number of the low cases recently after hitting a record in January, those numbers are down actually more than 80% on the number of daily new cases. And that's demand restoration with a shortage in supply. And no, we're not going green instantaneously because it's not possible to actually go to renewables that fast. Now, what's happened on interest rates? Inflation fears. You can see the 30-year Treasury rose to 2.3%. The 10-year Treasury hit 1.6. T-bills staying low. Cash rates are still 0. That rate spike is a big inflation discussion, but this weekend we cover the details that it's not all at once that the long rates spike. And we'll cover more detailed strategies even next week on what it means for fixed income. But the rate spike was a preview. In between, as the economy adjusts for higher taxes and more regulation, You could actually see that 10-year Treasury go negative, like the German 10-year Treasury, and that's what's predicted in a research piece that I put at networthradio.com. You can also fill out your preliminary client questionnaire at networthradio.com, and you can do a Zoom meeting with us, or you can come down to the Crescent, meet the team that cares, and we'll do an updated plan for the post-pandemic world. All right, this is another illustration of what's going on. This is the NASDAQ, okay, and it's down 3% for the year. The pipeline index up a healthy 24% for the year. That reversal is one of the big stories of 2021. It's a big shift to value stocks from overpriced growth stocks. That theme is going to carry throughout the year, and it's already weighing on the indexes. We'll also cover in the program why the bond indexes may be the place not to be versus, say, a high yield allocation that may still be at a discount. All of those strategies can be part of your updated plan. I'm Spencer McGowan, your financial weatherman, president, McGowan Group, and thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and share it with friends that ask you what you're doing in the current market. Thank you for tuning in to our YouTube channel. I'm Spencer McGowan, President, McGowan Group, your financial weatherman. We sponsor each week networthradio.com broadcast that has the charts and graphs, many of which you saw today. We also sponsor this YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe for fast breaking news, an alert when we post something in a market condition that may have changed. Our goal is to help you as an investor make the right decisions at the right time. And that's part of what this YouTube channel is about, as well as networthradio.com. I am well served with a team of 10 people, including myself. And that team that cares is actually made up of people who devoted to your net profits and your success, as well as excellence in service. If you want an educational experience to follow this up, get to networthradio.com, themcgowangroup.com. Right here, we disclose our net client experience all the way back to 2001. What that includes, the bear market cycles of 02, 08, 2018, and the recoveries through the most recent quarter. That is true education of investors and exactly how our clients have done, disclosed right here. Further disclosures, value at risk of loss. Yes, investments are going to fluctuate. That's part of the reason for this broadcast. And that can actually work to your advantage. We'll build that into your plan. So I urge you to go to networthradio.com, fill out the preliminary client questionnaire, a free 1-hour brainstorming session by phone or at the Crescent in Dallas, and we will map out a multi-year plan for you and your family that's appropriate. Just because we talk about a security on this broadcast or any securities doesn't make it a recommendation for your portfolio until you have that written plan. Thank you for tuning in today, and we'll be back next week as your financial weatherman.